mga ka-talkers! Welcome to Rem's Thoughts and Talks. So, this time, sasagutin naman natin ang question ni Jasmine Tamboa. Thank you, Jasmine, for giving your question in our last episode. And I just want to read. Allow me to read po. And the question goes this way. How do you define a good student? Based from the perspective of an educator. So, with that question, I've been in the academy for 18 years, as I have said in my last episode, and I want to define a good student as someone who is committed to learning and who is goal-oriented. Those are two terms. Why someone who is committed to learning and who is goal-oriented? When I say committed to learning, whatever it takes, that student is willing to learn. Because if there is the willingness to learn, there is the power to do. The power to really become productive, create things, and be able to involve themselves in different tasks provided by the teacher. Kapag goal-oriented naman yung isang estudyante, it will make him or her a good student. Why? Because given the drive, nothing is impossible for someone who has goal, who has something in mind to be able to achieve. So, walang imposible at lahat pwede niyang gawin. So, that's how I really want to define a good student. And with that, we need to pander to all the students out there. Try to reflect. Are you goal-oriented? Do you have set goals or purpose in really doing your function or role as a student? Are you really into learning something? Do you have the desire, the willingness to learn, to be able to really improve yourself and succeed in the future? So if you have set goals, lahat yan is naka-plano, nagiging pundasyon mo yan kung papaano ka magiging successful in the future. And dahil meron kang nakalaan na goal, mayroon kang purpose sa iyong pag-aaral, ultimately, magiging committed ka. Magkakaroon ka ng dedikasyon sa pagkatuto sa mga bagay-bagay. Actually, it's not only committed to learning, but also committed in learning new things and concepts. So, importante yun. That's how I really define a good student. And I want to suggest, since additional comment ni Jasmine, papaano kaya yung mga ways kung papaano mas mapapabuti ng isang estudyante yung pamamaraan niya para maging good student siya. So I will suggest a few things or mga tips on how to become a good student. So based from my experience with the different nature, the diversity of learners in the academy, I want to first focus on number one that a student should possess. The student should really love learning. Okay? There should be passion in learning things, whether it is new or something that is connected in your previous knowledge. If you really love learning, everything is possible. Like, you don't really want to waste time in a day or in a particular subject not to really learn something meaningful or worthy. Okay? So, number two is you should have the initiative. Initiative in doing things like tasks, assignments, or your activities, answering your modules, advanced reading. All this initiative will lead you to a more good grade, to a more good performance, because your initiative will lead you to a good preparation. As a cliche, person who fails to prepare prepares to fail. But if you have really prepared for something good, then of course expect for a good result. And of course, number three is a good student should be flexible. You should be flexible no matter how difficult the different requirements, tasks, challenges in the subject. You need to become flexible. You need to adjust to the demands of the subject as well as to the teacher and of course to your peers or classmates. Flexibility is very important not only in the lives of the students but also among teachers like us, because we need to be flexible as much as students are required to become flexible. Okay? And of course, fourth is a good student is someone who is optimistic and positive. Let's admit it, life is not easy. As a student, there are so many challenges, there are so many struggles from your family, from your peers, from your boyfriend or girlfriends, from your partners, of course, problems that emanate from the different requirement, financial, and of course with your teachers. But if you are optimistic and positive, you take all these different struggles into opportunities, you convert this as a particular way to learn more, to be able to really focus more. And with that, the optimism within you will lead you to more successful endeavor and journey as a student, whether you are in the elementary or secondary or tertiary level, kung sa anumang level of education ka ngayon as a student. So, importante maging positibo tayo sa ating perspective. Sa ating perspektibo, kinakailangan nating tinitignan yung magandang oportunidad na naibibigay ng bawat pagkakataon, whether yung pagkakataon na yan ay mahirap or madali or nakaka-stress or nakaka-anxiety na. But of course, kayang-kaya yan basta nandiyan yung desire nyo to learn. And of course, meron tayong panglima na kung saan we can really process yung pagiging good student sa ating mga dear students na nakikinig. Someone who is courageous. Kapag kasi estudyante ka, dapat you have the bravery, may tapang ka. Kahit na gaano kahirap yung isang asignatura or isang subject, dahil dun sa courage na meron ka, ay kaya ko yan. Kaya nga nila eh. Ako pa ba kaya? And you should not be afraid of failing. Bravery or being courageous will manifest when you have the desire to fail. Because you want to try things out. You want to test your ability. You want to also manifest kung saan lang yung kaya mo, pero mahihigitan mo yon kapag nakita mo kung saan ka nahihirapan at saan yung kayang-kaya mo lang. Whether that in math subject or in sciences, in English, geography, professional subjects, and others. So, kailangan natin ng tapang. Pero tama, huwag naman sobra. Okay? And of course, kailangan maging systematic. Yan yung another thing na very rare sa mga estudyante, pero it will really make you a good student when you are systematic. It will follow, you will become organized, systematic in what? In your processes, procedure, sa mga pinapagawa sa inyo. Meron kang sistema, okay? Meron kang timetable, meron kang sinusunod na proseso sa bawat asignatura na na-encounter mo sa school, at ganoon din sa paggawa mo sa mga requirement na binibigay sa'yo. Meron ka ring timetable sa lahat na yon. It will really follow everything. Magiging mas light. Pero kung tinatambak mo, pinapile up mo yung mga requirement kasi nga wala kang sistema, wala kang time frame na sinusunod, magkakaroon ka ng malaking problema dyan. Darating tayo sa point na magkukopyahan na lang kayo, magka-cram, and then magsasubmit ng mga wrong na answers or poor output. Okay? So, importante yon na magkaroon tayo ng sistema sa mga ginagawa natin. And, of course, lastly, gusto ko dapat magiging good ka na estudyante. Bilang educator kasi, ito yung gustong-gusto kong asset ng isang good student is consistent. Yung hindi ka lang magaling sa start, like opening of the SEM, like ka nagre-recite, like ka nagpe-perform, pero habang patagal ng patagal, patatapos na yung midterm, wala na, hindi ka na naririnig, hindi ka na nagsasubmit on time, or wala ka nang sinasubmit, or wala ka na rin sa klase. Okay? So, dapat consistent tayo. Okay? From the first, at the middle, and at the end of the SEM, maganda pa rin yung performance. Or sa first quarter, second, third, and etc. Dapat maganda yung performance. And of course, persistent. Kapag persistent kasi yung estudyante, no matter how difficult life is, generally yun ha, hindi lang as a student, pero pati sa buhay sa pamilya, buhay sa peers mo, on society in general na nakakapag-influence sa atin, lalo na ngayon, nagkakaroon na naman tayo ng mataas na cases ng COVID-19 and all other issues sa ating society. Kung persistent ka, hindi ka pa rin mag-fail. Magiging good student ka pa rin. Why? Kahit na ang daming pagsubok, nandun ka, gusto mo ma-achieve yung dream mo, gusto mo ma-achieve yung goal mo. Alam niyo, natitest ko yung pagiging persistent ng mga estudyante ko kapag minsan may nagtitext, awan ti pamasahe ma'am, or wala na akong pamasahe, walang budget, walang baon, wala akong allowance, awan bagaskun, etc. Pero nandyan ka pa rin, nakatayo, pumapasok ka pa rin. So, because of your commitment to learning and your set goal, kasi nga goal-oriented ka, magiging consistent and persistent ka. And ito, package deal na to. Kung meron ka tong mga characteristics na to of becoming a good student, based on my observation as an educator, malamang sa malamang gagraduate ka. And gusto kong ulitin ninyo, sa mga nakikinig ngayon, lalo na sa mga graduating student, gagraduate ako this school year 2022 and 2023. Magiging batch 2023 ako. Pakiulit, gagraduate ako. Okay, thank you so much. And ulitin ko lang ha, yung mga characteristics of becoming a good student. So, baka nakalimutan nyo na kasi medyo marami. Kasi talagang inassess ko yung question ni Jasmine. And of course, first in my list is a good student is someone who loves learning. Okay? Second, may initiative. Okay? Third, flexible. Fourth, optimistic and positive. Fifth, courageous. Sixth, systematic. And lastly, consistent and persistent. So, kung meron ka lahat ng characteristics na to, hindi imposible. Actually, marami pa na pwedeng connected sa lahat ng mga characteristics na na-mention ko. And you can have your own identity as a good student. Ito lang is based on my own assessment and personal perspective. Pwedeng magkaroon kayo ng sarili yung perspektibo sa mga teachers na nakikinig at sa mga estudyante naman nakikinig ngayon. Kung may mga characteristics na na-mention ako na medyo malabo tayo, hindi pa huli ang lahat. Sabi ko nga, meron lahat tayong room for improvement. And we can improve our ways, our characteristics, especially to our dear students. If you have the desire to learn and you have set goal, everything is possible. But of course, do not forget to commit everything kay Lord. Because lahat ng ating trabaho at ginagawa dapat naka-align at naka-base doon sa plano rin ng Diyos sa atin. And we always pray for His guidance and wisdom. With that, thank you so much, Jasmine, for that wonderful question. At naghihintay pa rin po ako sa mga gustong magbigay ng comments, suggestions, and questions. I am willing to answer po for us to have a meaningful discussion and for me to be able to give tips to my dear students and to, of course, to my friends and sa mga makikinig at gusto na rin lang i-share sa friends nila. So, thank you once again. God bless and stay safe and healthy. Always trust with our Creator sa lahat ng ating plano. Lalo na nasa year 2023 din tayo. So, thank you everyone and God bless. Once again, subscribe, like, and share my channel, Rem's Thoughts and Talks. Bye!